pitching, obviously an issue, especially moving it up a couple of days, and then what 25 walks in 2 games. That has to be your first thing you look at, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's the second thing. I thought our position players played as hard as they possibly could for 2 games. The pitching thing didn't start today. We've been dealing with that, and both clubs were shorted, so we have some. There's consequences to where we're at pitching. You know, we knew we lost a lot, and we thought we're gonna hide it, but we're not able to anymore with a long way to go. So we have to think about, what's the one thing we can do to make things better from a pitching standpoint. And been trying some combinations, and I think we've looked at a little bit of everything. So I don't think anybody can say that we haven't tried to look at some different things and strategies. So we know that has to get better if we, recruiting, we still got young guys that are trying to get comfortable out there and getting outings, and that'll grab at some point. So, I've said time and time again, long term I feel good, but we have to absolutely accept where we're at. But I tried to stay focused on how hard those position players played for 2 games. Pretty fortunate to win a ball game today with, I think you referenced the 25 walks, and and there was a plethora more disadvantage counts, and I've taken a different stance this week and really tried to look underneath the hood, and so that's part of my responsibility, and it's absolutely porous and not good enough and up to the standard to be competitive in the Southeastern Conference where we stand today. And as opposed to woe is me or wallow, it'll be moving forward to talking about what's one thing that you can do to get things better, and start from there. And I think they know you're supposed to throw strikes. I think they hear that loud and clear and understand that, but we've got to start making some strides quickly. We've been chasing it since opening weekend of the pieces meaning, where's a real SEC starter, and nobody's really emerged there. I do know we have pieces, but those pieces are trying to play those parts, and it's gotten pretty short and choppy, and that was tough to finish a series on a Sunday. So there were some concerns for me from a health standpoint. So in a normal deal, you'd probably go get somebody, and we tried to lengthen everybody, and it got us some trouble on the back end, but there wasn't many more people available for us. So that was a tough one to manage, I think, on both sides. And completing a series on Friday, all 3 games. So that was pretty challenging for both clubs today.
Did you see some positives though from your freshmen in game 2, Hayden and Drew, Zach, the way they kind of finished the game?
It's got to be by far the longest that Hayden Murphy's ever went in an outing. So especially from a pitch count standpoint, I know that. So we're trying to continue to grab and grow him out. The back-to-back days with Nelson and Crotchfield, I think, are positive for us. And it's an SEC play, and that always means a little bit more, but it means more to their development for sure. So that was positive. I was disappointed with Sheehan's outing, and so I was just trying to get somebody older. That was probably a mistake on my part, trying to force some magic, I guess. You'd won a game, and then there's not really a lot there for you, and I was just trying to make something happen with an older guy, kind of where we're at, and may have rushed him into duty a little sooner, and I think we were 1 pitch away from getting out of that first. But that's kind of how it goes when it's not really going your way.